Welcome to elementary school. We know you have questions, so we're hoping this presentation will help you find the answers. We can't wait to meet you.
We get it. Moving to kindergarten is a big deal. And while it's a big change, the important thing to remember is that a student's IEP determines a lot about what his or her day will look like, just like it has in preschool. Supports, services, the type of instruction, and other important components of your child's day are reflected in the accommodations and services outlined in the IEP. You can also feel free to share important information about your child with the IEP team during the IEP meeting to make sure it's included in the information that the kindergarten team receives.
Do I need to register my child for kindergarten?
When transitioning to elementary school, the first thing you need to do is register your child for kindergarten. All students need to be registered for kindergarten, whether they attended preschool in Hanover or not. You're going to need to register your child at their home school. So this may be different from a school your child attended for preschool. Your home school is typically the school that is closest to your house or in your neighborhood. If you're not sure of where your home school is, you can use Hanover County Public Schools website to find out. If your child has an IEP, make sure you take that with you when you register your child. They will get you all straight to register for kindergarten and get rolling in this process.
Where will my child go to school?
Hanover's goal is to have students attend their neighborhood school whenever possible. Most students will attend their neighborhood school for kindergarten. In some cases, a student who has an IEP might attend a different school in order to access the required level of support outlined in the IEP. If you're not sure which school you're supposed to go to hcps.us, click Our Schools drop-down menu, and then you click on the attendance zone link. Then you type in your address and it'll pull up where you are zoned to go to school.
When will I find out who my child's teacher is?
Individual schools and administrators determine the homeroom classroom assignments in their schools. The school will determine when to let families know each student's classroom assignment. Typically, this information is shared before the school year begins or at back-to-school night. If your child has an IEP and receives specialized instruction, there may be more than one teacher who provides those services in each school. The school will provide the name of your child's case manager along with the homeroom teacher.
What adults will be in my child's classroom?
This will depend on each child truly and what they need and what's written in their IEP. For some of our students, they will remain in the general education class and perhaps have some support throughout the day from instructional assistants or special education teachers, maybe some related service providers like speech and OT. Some of our students might spend a portion of their day in the general education classroom and then a portion of their day in the special education setting, having some pull-out services with a special education teacher. Some of our kids might be in program classrooms where they spend a good amount of their day with a lot of adults in the classroom, and that would be special education teacher, instructional assistants, related service providers. Again, that's OT, PT, speech, all those good things. It truly depends on your child and what is going to best meet their needs.
Unlike preschool, students assigned to multi-grade level classrooms may not all be on the same schedule. Students will move between classrooms depending on their grade level schedule and the level of support identified in their IEPs. What will my child's classroom look like?
Most kindergarten classrooms look very similar. There's going to be activity stations designed for different types of activities and instruction. There'll be some areas for small group, some areas for whole group. In some cases, there may be some areas for one-on-one instruction. And the students are either going to be sitting in their own individual desks or they'll be sharing tables with maybe 3 or 4 of their peers. So that's where they'll spend, that'll be kind of their home base.
Classrooms that are designed for specialized instruction related to IEP goals and objectives may have additional areas, such as independent workstations, sensory areas or calm down corners, and other places where students can work independently in a small group or with their teacher. What will instruction look like?
In preschool, instruction is more pre-academic and play-based. Students are engaged in hands-on activities. They're playing to learn. They're using center time. The arrangement is much more flexible. They can work at tables, on the floor, at centers. In kindergarten, instruction is much more academic. Students will be seated at tables, they'll be seated at their desks, they'll have whole group instruction, small group instruction, they'll have different stations to transition to for different activities, they'll have independent work time. So this will be a change for your kindergartner.
Where will my child eat lunch?
Most students will eat lunch in the cafeteria. Your child's teacher will provide you with information about appropriate snacks to send in for snack time and how to order a school lunch if you want your student to buy lunch. Students who require assistance and supervision with purchasing and eating their lunch will be provided with assistance as identified in their IEPs.
What other activities will my child participate in?
In kindergarten, your child will participate in other activities outside of their classroom, like music, art, library, and PE, as well as other special events and field trips. Any additional supports needed during these activities will be outlined in your child's IEP.
What school supplies should I buy? Each school or classroom teacher will have a list of supplies that will be important for your child to have at school. Lists may differ by school, classroom, program, or grade level. Be sure to check with your child's assigned teacher to make sure you are providing the supplies your child will need. School supply lists are typically posted mid-summer for kindergarten classrooms, but your child's special education teacher may have a slightly different list. What else should I know about changes that happen in elementary school?
Another transition that your child may undergo while they are in elementary school will happen before their 7th birthday. If your child currently receives services under the disability category of developmental delay, they will undergo another eligibility in order to determine if they are eligible to receive special education services under another one of the existing disability categories. Your child's teacher or case manager will be able to provide you with more information as you approach this milestone.
How can I help my child get ready for kindergarten?
You can start helping your child to get ready for this kindergarten transition by encouraging independence in a variety of activities during the day, including toileting, eating snacks, things like opening containers or using utensils, and also in dressing, both during the toileting routine and also in getting ready to leave the house. You can offer your child a variety of choices throughout the day and practice making choices and communicating their choice to other people. You can practice self-regulation skills, things like accepting no, counting to 10, or using breathing to calm down. You can practice following simple directions, both 1 and 2-step directions. Things like, please go get your coat, or don't forget, you need your shoes and your hat. You can practice routines like cleaning up after playtime or putting things in the trash can after snack, and make them fun, and your child will enjoy engaging in these same routines at school.
What other resources are available?
I think the biggest thing for special ed teachers and families is to work together and be on the same page. And parents should understand that we as special ed teachers and case managers, we're here for your children. We're always looking out for their best interests. So if you have a concern or something that you're thinking about or worrying about, please be upfront with a special ed teacher or case manager, because we are here to help you and your child be their very best.
If you haven't already applied for the Medicaid DD waiver, now is a great time to do that. And you can start just by contacting the Community Services Board right here in Hanover. Most students who apply for the DD waiver in elementary school are going to end up on the waiting list, but it's important to go ahead and begin the process now, because you never know when slots may become available and your student can begin accessing supports and services through the Medicaid waiver. One of the important things for you to remember is that the Hanover County Special Education staff and the Hanover County Parent Resource Center are here to support you every step of the way as you and your child transition into kindergarten. Please contact the Hanover County Parent Resource Center if you have any questions or concerns. We look forward to partnering with you on this new adventure.